When we write or say something, we don't only share the meanings associated with the words that we use, but we also say something about ourselves and our relationship with our intended receiver. So, for example, when we are talking calmly and the words that we use are with respect, it shows that we are or I am a respectful person, or the person that I am talking to is someone who is older or superior than me. So, good day. I am Jane Goneda, and our topic for today's video is evaluating message. So, first, let us talk about what is evaluate and what is message. So, evaluate means to determine or analyze, while message is the content. In other words, evaluating message means to determine or analyze the content. So why is evaluating message important? Message often carry unintended meanings that we cannot completely expect. So sometimes we misinterpret or misunderstood the meanings of the message that a sender sent. So causing miscommunication or worse, conflict between the sender and the receiver. In the previous report made by my classmate during the face-to-face classes, communication process was explained. So, sender encodes the message to the receiver, and the receiver decodes and send feedback to the sender. So, the sender encoding message is the first step in the communication process. Encoding means translating information into symbols that represents ideas or concepts. So, encoding message plays an important role in the communication process because message is the heart of communication. Remember that if there is no message, communication is a failure. So now, Manilyn Haum will explain the 3 types of message.
So there are 3 types of messages or 3 components of messages. So first is we have primary message. Okay, so primary message are the intentional content, both verbal and non-verbal. These are the words or ways we choose to express ourselves and communicate our message. For example, my reporting today, I am going to explain to you what is message and their components. So another example is when we are hungry and we want Tina to accompany us to go to school canteen. And then I said, Tina, we must go to the canteen now. I am hungry already. These words are the primary message, and there is no more meaning aside from requesting Tina to go us because we're hungry. So the second is the secondary message. Secondary message refers to the unintentional content, both verbal and non-verbal. Our audience will form impressions of our intentional message. It is also perceptions of physical attractiveness, age, gender, or ethnicity, or even simple mannerisms and pattern of speech may unintentionally influence the message. For example, when we want to eat because we are hungry, and then Flor and Jessa are at the classroom. We invite Flor that we are going to eat. In this situation, Jessa might feel indifferent. The unintentional content might mean that we do not like Jessa's company. Our pattern of speech may influence the message. Okay? And then, last is the last but not the least is the auxiliary messages. These messages refers to the intentional and unintentional ways of primary messages is communicated. So, this may include vocal inflection, gesture, posture, and rate of speech that influences the interpretation of perception of our message. Okay. So, this for example is we are going to eat Jessa, flour, and then I invited Flor to come with me, and Jessa is I can't invite her. So that's the auxiliary messages. So another is we have the 5 components of messages. So here are the attention, introduction, body, conclusion, and residual messages. These components are the other branch of messages. Thank you, and once again, good day.
Hello ma'am, my name is Irann, one of the reporter of Evaluating Message, and I assigned this topic, which is the 5 component of message. It is the attention, introduction, body, conclusion, and residual message. Attention. A statement is used to capture the attention of the audience, while it may be used anywhere in our message. So when we talk about attention, it's likely focused on how can the speaker capture the air of the audience. Example, I'm talking a large group of individuals. Let's say I'm doing a speech as a person who is a speaker. I need to gather their attention. Introduction. There should be a clear statement of the topic. For me, I need to have valid information, and when you say information, introduction rather, it's about we introduce a certain topic to the audience. And what is our way for introduce it in will be suitable enough to our topic. The body. After introduction comes the body of our message. We have to present our message in details using various type of organizational structures. So when we say body, it means the details of our topics. To me, we need to detail body in order to convey the message that we want to explain to our audience. Conclusion should provide the audience with a sense of closure by summarizing our main point and relating them to the overall topic. In insight, it is important to focus our organizational structures again and incorporate the main element into our summary. When you say conclusion, it is on the last part of the message where the speakers put out our main points of view or overall topic, and to also giving the audience a sense of closure by summarizing the body that explained or provide. And this is the last part, the residual message. It's a message or truth that stays with our audience after the communication encounter. It is also an important part of our message. In my understanding, residual message is a message or truth that stays on our audience mind after a certain meeting or etc. So that's all, ma'am, and thank you for watching.